So I think we are all live right now. So I really hope that I'm audible to everyone. So you must be wondering what this live chat is all about. So I'll brief you. The thing is that one second, okay? Let me just share all the links to everyone. I just thought of it right now. I thought, I've been thinking about going such a live for the past few times.
So I think
I
we
never
are all
got the
live right
chance
now.
for it. So I really hope that I'm audible to everyone. So you must be wondering what this live chat is all about. So I'll brief you. The thing is that one second, okay? Let me just share all the links to everyone. I just thought of it right now. I thought, I've been thinking about going such a live for the past few times.
So I think
I
we
never
are all
got the
live right
chance
now.
for it. So I really hope that I'm audible to everyone.
So all
you must be
right.
wondering.
So
what
as I said,
this
this is a
chat
live
is all
session.
about.
Live session in the
So
sense
I'll
that
brief you. The thing is that
I've been
one
meaning
second,
to do
okay,
this
let me
for
just
I think
share all
feel
the
like
links to
1 or 2
everyone. I
months
just thought of
already
it
that
right
I'm
now.
meaning
I
to do
thought,
a live session
I've been thinking
wherein
about
I
going
will
such a
be
live
studying
for the
with you.
past
Okay, the
few
problem that
times.
we
So
do have
I
right
never
now
got
is
the chance
accountancy.
for
Since
it. So
it's
I'm
not just
really
because
hope
of
that I'm
Corona
audible to
pandemic, lot
everyone.
many students we are
So
right now
all
at
must
our
be
home. We are
wondering. So
staying
as I
over
said,
here,
this is a live session. Live
and
session in the
uh,
sense that
I've been
one
meaning to
second,
do
okay, let
this
me
for
just
I think
share
it's
all
been
the
like
links to
1 or 2
everyone. I
months
just thought of
already
it
that
right
I'm
now.
meaning
I
to do
thought,
a live session
I've been thinking about
wherein I
going
will
such
be
a live
like
for
we
the
are
past
like stranded at
the
our
problem
homes
that
and we
we
don't
do
have
have
our
right now is
necessities,
accountancy.
and
So
it's people like
because of
me and
Corona
like
pandemic,
everyone
not
else.
many
The problem
students
is that
we
on the
are
first day
right
itself
now
we
at our
are
home.
high on
So as I
stage. We
said,
want to
this is a
learn.
live
We
session,
want to enrich ourselves. We want to like
I've
conquer
been meaning
everything.
to do this
Study for
for
like
I
4 or 5 hours
all the
on
links
the
to
first day. On
everyone.
the
I just
second day
thought of it
we
right
might
now.
hit
I thought
8 or 9 hours
I've been
and probably
thinking
up to
about
10 hours we
going
can
such a
take.
live
But
for
the
the
problem is
past
that
the
after
problem
once
that
that
we
you
do
have
have
kind of
right
like
now is
sluggish
accountancy.
and a motivation
It's
sort of
not
like
like the
drains you.
Corona
Like
pandemic,
everyone
not many
else, this
students
is sort of like an
we are
initiative first
right
and
now
it's
at
just
our
a
home.
trial version.
So
If
as I
this
said,
works
this is a
fine,
live
I
session,
think we should
and
enrich ourselves, have it like every other day of doing this. And I think this is a very good innovative day. We might hit 8 or 9 hours and probably up to 10 hours of students
like
but the
we are
problem
now
is that
stranded in
after
our
once
homes
that
and
we
we
kind
have
of
right
like
now is
sluggish
accountancy.
and
So
motivation
it's
sort of
not
like
like the
drains you. So
Corona
I thought
pandemic,
I'll
not
study
many
and
students
sort of like an
we are
initiative along.
right
This
now
is
at
today's
our
class
trial
is very
version.
short. This works
So
fine.
probably
I
just
think we have
enrich
enough
ourselves
have it
with
like every
and
other day of
study.
doing
Like
this and I
this
will
is a
see
very
this
good
is
innovative day.
this
Might
goes
hit
well for
8 to 9
everyone.
hours and
One
probably up to
second,
10
I
hours
have my
of
students
students
but the
we are
problem
now
is that
stranded in
hi,
our
good
homes
evening,
and
good
we
evening.
have right
So,
now is accountancy.
today's
So
what we are
like
going to
so
learn
I thought
today
I will
is
study
your
and
budget.
sort of like an
Okay,
initiative
yes,
along.
we are
Today's
going to
class
have
very short.
live
So
sessions of budget.
I
Up to
think we
9
should
enough
just
and
have
live
it
sessions of
like
all
and
in-depth
reason is that
discussions.
we
But
will see
this
this
is
innovative
the
day.
other
This
thing
might
that
go
you
well
have to
for
do. What is
everyone.
that? You have to, not just reading a newspaper.
Hi, good evening. Good evening.
Before that, you have to understand
Today's
what is it and what
we are going to
about
learn
budget
I will
session.
study
So your
and
budget.
right now what we
Okay,
will be doing
yes,
is
we
that
are going to
reading
have
your
budget
live
newspaper
sessions
or
of
budget
study
study
all
all
these
these random live
having
sessions
like
of all
every
in-depth
other
So that is what
discussions.
we will be
But
doing now.
this innovative
The
day.
other
So
thing that you have to do,
I
what
will
is
be
that?
preparing for today's
These
slides
not
all
just reading
in
a
that
newspaper
and
what
what
you
you
should
should
be
be
doing.
doing
Before
is
that,
do
you
the
have
same
to
for
understand
today's
what is it and study for
what
the
we are
budget
going to
or
learn today
try
is
to
that
find all the
your
information.
right now what we
Okay,
will be doing
yes,
is that
or try to read the
live
newspaper,
sessions
which is
of
the best
study
source
all these
for everything.
live
And
sessions of
I am reading newspaper,
so that is what
and
we will be doing now.
that is what
The
I
other
will.
thing that
Sorry,
I will
since
be
this is the
preparing
first
for
time that I
today's
am doing
slides
real
reading
time
that
studying. That is the reason why I am. I do the same first time. I don't have any
study for the budget
experience. That's the reason why it's
right now what
sort of like unorganized. Try to read the newspaper,
but I think
which is
from
from tomorrow onwards we'll be having purely
systematic
sessions where we will be having
that
like
is what
sessions of
the
study,
other thing
and each day
I
I
will be preparing
preparing
for
which time that we both will study
real
together.
time studying.
Tomorrow it will be same time as modern history. Okay, modern history I have already completed, taken sort of like unorganized what happened from 1905 till 1947. I just taught you a one line where we will be so we'll do something. We'll go again live today. We'll study more together about reading that is, and when you have a study partner tomorrow, it will be that is I still remember when I was in school. Modern history voice is not clear. Okay, is voice clear now? What happened from 1919, but I fight till 1947. One second, I'll start you one line where we will be. So we'll do something. We'll go again live stream. I study both together about what that is, and when you have a study party, I don't know why one study. That is, I still remember when I was in modern history. Voice is not clear. Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is it clear now? Is it all fine now? I'm so sorry that it was totally chaos at first. I think we wasted few precious minutes with the echo noises. Is it right now? Is it all right now? Do let me know that. Okay. Is it right now? Okay, so I think I'm sorry. So I think I should just go about again what the session is all about. Okay, I'll start off from first since it was all echoing and the noise wasn't clear. I'll just start off from the beginning what this session is all about. Yes, hi all. Hi. Uh, yes, so hi. Yeah, so thank you so much for letting me know that. So today's session will be all about studying together. One second, okay? Okay. So today's sessions will be about studying together, like how we were in schools and colleges. And in my personal experience and personal opinion, I feel that I study better when I have a study partner or when I'm having a combined study or when I'm studying with someone. Okay. Problem is that when I'm studying at home, just in my place, in my own comfort, I might be lazier, I might slack behind. But when I'm out there with someone else, I know I am here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose. And for that accountability, I actually study and learn. So I thought I'll use the same method also here. And it's a live stream. I thought we'll both study together. Each day, I'm thinking of having such live streams where we both will be studying together. And today will be all about budget session. Yes, again, we will be having a live streaming of budget session. What budget session is all about, I'll be discussing all that in very much length tonight at 8:30. But today's class will be a very short. This session will be very short, probably just 45 minutes or maximum just 1 hour. Live session of us getting to know about what budget is. That is, I will be studying individually and you also do that individually. I'll be reading my newspaper, referring it, taking down the points, writing it down. It's just that my camera is on and you also do the same thing. That is, you also take your newspaper, write it all down. And yes, I am ready to help you all. I'm ready to, take all the notes, give you all the slides, taking all, clarifying all the doubts. But that wouldn't be, just sufficient enough to clear your examinations. You have to put in your own effort. For that, it's always better. I have a feeling that whenever a portion is to be taken in class, I just read it once so that it's more easier when teacher teach you in the class. So that way, I'm trying to do that. Okay, that is before tonight's 8:30 budget session of what it is, and I'll be explaining you what is that. We both will be individually. I will study by myself, and you will be studying by yourself. So I'll give you just 2 minutes. Just go get your notebooks or your current affairs notebook, your newspaper, and the other devices that you need for that, your pen, paper, pencil, all that. And I'll be doing my by myself. I'll be taking down notes. I'll be making all these, reading newspapers and all. So we'll do that. And today will be about budget. Tomorrow, I think we'll be choosing different topic, whatever that you wish. I'm thinking of modern history 1905 to 1947. I already taken just a one-line thread of what the Indian struggle for freedom from 1905 to 1947. So tomorrow's session could be a longer one, probably 2 hours, wherein I'll be studying about, revising all the portions and you will also be revising all the portions. In this way, we can keep each other accountable and we actually sit and study. Thing is that even I make timetables and say that, okay, I will study this and that, but I do not do that. But when you actually do this together, we don't, say that we don't procrastinate or keep it for the next day. So that's the reason I'll give you just 2 minutes of break and within 2 minutes, go grab all your necessary requirements, which is your newspaper or your, study materials, all that. So even I'll also go and grab my newspaper and my papers and all. So yes,
So I'm all ready with my. I'm not. Usually, what I do for current affairs is that whenever I read newspaper, I write it down. In if you have seen my newspaper analysis videos and all, and how to read newspaper videos and all, what I usually do is that I always just maintain one single file for all the current affairs. But for budget, since it's a very extensive portion of it, what I'll do is that I'm going to maintain a different one because if you have seen today's newspaper, I mean, it's so huge. Each page have their own categories like investors and economy and agriculture. So it has to be extensively studied. So for that reason, I'm going to maintain a separate file, separate folder for that. So yes, our time starts now. It doesn't matter how much of questions that you studied, but even if you get at least just 5 minutes of qualitative, very much hardcore quality time for you to actually grasp the point, that will be so much beneficial than just sitting there for 10, 20, 15 hours and actually not studying something. So everyone will study together, and we have lot many students also coming and joining us for the study session. So yes, I'm going to read my newspaper. I'm sorry if my camera, it's not that much of pan. And I'll be reading my newspapers, writing the points down, and you also do the same thing. So yes, and if you have any doubts, also you can just write down over here in the comment section. I will be answering you all that. So yes, we should just start on with it already. I'm enough of all the blabberings. So this is the gist of it. Each day we'll be having just studying together, real time studying together, and slowly by slowly we'll start increasing the time limits, the durations of it. So yes, so let me just start on with the budget. And like I said for the newspaper, how to read newspaper category also. If you have seen the video, here what we'll do is that we'll maintain separate papers for separate categories, separate pages for investors, separate pages for agriculture. Don't write everything together. The reason is that when you're going to revise, it's going to confuse you all about. So, for example, one page, if you find something about gold and all, today budget is about the rates of gold and silver are very much declining, and they are trying to decrease the tax imposed on gold and tax. So write one category about all these luxury items like gold, cars, and also make a topic like luxury items, and then write it down. The next one will be about investors, and also write about that and write. And the next one will be about these foreign direct investments. So write that and write it down. Do not mix it up. That's the point. Yes. So we should just start on with the preparations for your budget. And I could only just just have a one-line read of all the portions of today's newspaper. I couldn't extensively collect informations because of the time crunch. So it's okay. We'll all do that together. So yes. So we'll start off from the front page. That is your front page gives you about the gist of all the things. The whole highlighted informations are given in the front page. Okay. So what all you find important in your front page, mark it first in your newspaper and then write it down. Okay, it will be more easier. And write only key points. Do not make a separate newspaper from the newspaper. Write only what is relevant and important. Do not write the whole portions itself. Just write the key words. That will be more than enough. And also try to have a separate sheet for highlights. That is the important ones.
you think I'm being more boring, I think I'll just show my newspaper work. So this is easier.
This is fine for you all?
So, hello. So I'm kind of done with my front page. So I think we'll just get on to the next page. I'm not sure, I haven't gone through all of it, but at least the main points of it. Now the next page is about the taxes.
Thank you so much. I'm not very fast. Like I said, I just went through just important points of it. Uh, Thing is that I'm not just talking about today's newspaper. Yes, we have to read extensively, but for the other day's newspaper as well, we hardly have 2 hours. Only 2 hours we have. Within 2 hours, we have to complete everything, all the portions of the newspaper. And since it's a daily task, we shouldn't be demotivated. So do not read for more than 2 hours for your newspaper. Never. Okay. So, just read only the main points. And for the newspaper, good thing about newspapers is that they mostly like in inverted pyramid structure. That is, most important points will come first, and then as we read further down, only the less important points will be taken care of. So it's no okay for that. Uh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I had few problems with the network connections. So it's fine now. So is it all fine now for everyone? Yeah. So, like I said, so it's the second page now, and yeah, like as I was saying, is that you hardly have 2 hours to read the complete newspaper. For that reason, do not extensively read. Just read only the first few paragraph. That will more than suffice. The important points will be cleared in the first paragraph itself. For example, here, tax slabs remain unchanged. Just read only the first paragraph, and most probably second one if you want additional information. All the important ones will be here itself. Do not waste your time further by reading the other ones and all. So yes, so yeah, now we are right now on the second page, which is the taxes. And before we get further, I just want to ask you that how are you liking this live session? And just to be clear, is that I'm planning to have these live sessions daily, wherein today was newspaper, tomorrow probably a static portion from your GS will be studied by me and you. And if that is okay for you all, I don't mind having a live sessions daily. And we will be having our own target. And within the target, we have to complete. Suppose tomorrow it's only 2 hours. Within 2 hours, we have to complete important elements from 1905 to 1947, the modern Indian history, the most important ones. So when you have a time limit, a time target to complete, and I'll just keep the camera up front. So yes. So when you have a time limit of 2 hours, and within 2 hours we have to complete, that is within the 2 hours when I tell you that we have to complete our whole modern history portions from 1905 to 1947, most likely we tend to complete. So I think we'll go tomorrow with 1905 to 1947. Within 2 hours, we have to complete. I'm not asking you to extensively study it, but whatever we have studied that, we'll just study that all again. We'll revise it probably, study the portions or the points that we wrote down, the notes that we read, and the important books that we have. And I will be revising my own notes and spectrum, and also McGraw Hill's GS paper book. And that is my resource, and you could have your own resource with regarding your 1905 book. And yes, tomorrow's target will be that. And when we have daily targets, at least we'll be covering that much portions. And yes, so that is that. So today we'll be covering taxes, the second page of it. So again, newspaper. So, like I said, with the front lines, the captions are the main points. Will be having the most important portions. Do not read further and waste your time. And yes, if you have any subheading like EC complexity, such that you read the important ones. But rather than that, do not keep wasting your time. So I'm done with the highlights. So the next important one is about the taxes. So okay, within just a few minutes, I completed this much portions. Okay, about 75 years and about the provisions for them to not filing for income taxes and all. So I already am done with this. I did not read the whole portion of it, but I only read the front line and the important first paragraph or second paragraph. That's it. So I'm going to get to the next one. That is over here. Stake fail expected to fetch 1.75 lakh crores, and yes, I'm going to read that. After I read the first two paragraph, I just skim through it. If I find anything important, I'll just write it down. So you also do the same thing. Do not just extensively read the whole paragraph, whole news about one single thing, and then finding out. Rather than just properly study that and read that and write the portions notes on depending on that, and just skim through the rest of the paragraph. And if you find anything important, just only write that down. Okay. So if you see, when you're reading newspaper, not necessarily that you read, take notes or take points down of each and every single thing that you read. Write down only what is important, okay? Or else if you just mark it and if you think that you will remember that, that will be good. Do not make a whole book out of this newspaper. Just write it down. And if you think that yes, today's newspaper you have to keep it safe because today's is very much important. Other newspapers, if you find any other important clippings and all, just cut it down and just clip it away in a file or a folder. So this is not that important. It's about insurance and all. And this section, I'm not clearly understanding what that is. I'm not very much good at interpreting schematic representations. So yes, so tax revenue may grow up to 16.7%. So when you see estimates and all, okay, just read about it. Uh, Estimates is not, yes, it's very good to read estimates, but more importantly, what you need to do from budget newspaper is that what are the policies or new implementations being brought down by the finance minister or by the union government? Write that down. What is being introduced? What is being starting off? Write all that down. And when you find the estimates and all, okay, that's very good, you read it. And the next one is about the investors. And just one point, okay, so I'm done with the taxes. Now I'll get on to the next sheet. See, I'm done with the taxes one. So it's like almost 6 o'clock. We started the stream after a few minutes after 5 o'clock, and this is just a trial version, just a run and trial method of whether this way of studying together will be efficient enough for all of you. And yes, next page is about the investor. And if you're liking it, do let me know that. And if you think this is such a bad idea, this is not very good, do let me know that also. I'll make necessary arrangements. My only motive is that as I'm learning, I'll also help others along with it also. And if this is a bad idea, do let me know that. And before I finish streaming this video, I just want to say that today was all about newspaper. Yes, we just hardly read two pages of today's newspaper, but tomorrow will be a very long one. Probably in 2 hours, we'll try to complete our modern history from 1905, which is the partition of Bengal, until 1947. We are not going to learn new portions, but we are going to study that we already read and studied. And preferably, I studied Spectrum and McGraw Grills, and I made my own notes from it. If you have your own sources, you do that. Preferably, for example, if you read from Bibin Chandra's book, okay, study that. Tomorrow's class is about revision of modern history from 1905 to 1947. And yes, if you like this idea, do let me know that. And yes, again, I'm kind of like repeating the same portions again and again. So yes, so that's it. And yes, I'm going to end the stream, but you have to, keep on doing what you're doing now. That is reading the newspaper. And yes, so we'll just increase the time duration little by little. Today's class was just 1 hour. Tomorrow's live sessions will be 2 hours, and tomorrow will be about modern